AITA for refusing to find a way to live with my dad's girlfriend's daughter? My dad's girlfriend is Jenny and she has a daughter, Ruby, who's the same age as me, 17M. Me and Ruby met when we were 11. She had just moved here and was a transfer student at school. At first we didn't really interact, and she made friends with some other kids. But then when we did virtual school she would DM me during classes and ask me if I liked this friend of hers, and she did it so much that I asked her why the hell she kept asking when I said no. And I reported it to our teacher and got her into trouble, which pissed her off. Ruby went back to school in person before me and bothered all my friends about me liking her friend. Then she tried to set 2 of them up with her friend. When I went back to school in person she tried to kiss me one day out of nowhere, and I stopped her, and was like, WTF are you doing? She really tried to make me accept that kiss, but I was taller and stronger than her so I could keep her away from my mouth easier. After I wouldn't let her kiss me she went to the principal and said one of my friends assaulted her friend, and she made this big deal out of her friend being afraid to report what happened. Her friend said it was all lies and nobody assaulted her, and Ruby got into huge trouble. That's when I came forward with her trying to kiss me, and it got her into more trouble. My dad knew about the thing with Ruby and he had to meet with the principal about it. Me and Ruby ended up sharing a bunch of classes when we started high school, and she acted like we were exes or something. She went from obsessing over me liking her friend to trying to kiss me, and my friends were like, she probably likes you and wanted to make sure you didn't like the other girl. But everything about it was weird and gross. Like trying to get one of my friends in trouble and trying to make me kiss her. It was a few months after high school started that Dad told me he was dating Jenny, and I already had a big problem with him dating her because of Ruby. But I tried to let it go for my dad's sake. But then when he told me 2 months ago that he was going to ask Jenny to move in with him, and that would include Ruby, I told him fuck no, and I packed a bunch of my stuff and went to my grandparents' house. Dad told me I couldn't just do that, and I said I would not live with Ruby. Jenny and Ruby moved in and Dad kept trying to make me come home. He said all 4 of us needed to sit down and find a way for me and Ruby to live together, but I said I won't. He asked me why and what will I do when we see each other at family functions, and I told her I'd avoid those functions, or if I was in charge of the guest list I wouldn't invite her. I accused him of choosing Ruby over me. I know he chose his relationship with Jenny over me. But I was like, the fact you expect me to let her invade more of my life is sick, and I told him I was disappointed in the dad he was being. He told me I wasn't being fair, and since Mom died Jenny is the only woman who has truly made him happy and showed him a future he wants. He said I could at least try to learn to live with Ruby for a while, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I told him I didn't want that girl anywhere near me. My dad has tried to convince my grandparents to send me back, but they don't want me there either. They told him they don't want to see a violent incident between me and Ruby, and that it could easily happen with the history between us. Dad was like, that wouldn't happen, and he said he wanted us all to try and make this work for his sake.